Hi Libra, this is going to be your reading from April 14th through the 20th. It's good for the Sun, Rising, Moon, or Venus sign of Libra, but please keep in mind it's a general message. It's not a personal message meant for just one person, so it's not going to resonate with all of you. If you're a cross watcher of another zodiac sign, checking in because you have a relationship of some kind with a Libra, perhaps swapping the roles would help it make more sense. I am going to do a Celtic cross though here for you today. Just keep in mind it's general. If it doesn't apply, just leave it behind, or if only parts of it apply, the parts that don't apply to you might apply to your other brothers and sisters in the sign of Libra. Say a little prayer for them, like that group love, Libra Nation kind of love, okay? If you want a message to resonate with you 100%, book a private reading with me. My email and some preliminary pricing is in the description below. Send me an email, include your phone number, because I'll send you an email. But if you send me your phone number, I'll send you a text to remind you that I've responded to you. Because sometimes people take like several days to get back to me and then they miss the appointment time I gave them. So I'll get back up to you within hours or the next morning and I'll get you in my schedule. And there's no wrong timing for a tarot reading, you guys, so please be patient. Libra, if you don't know about my sister channel, Soma, Chandra, Libra, you need to get into it over there. The link to that channel is in the description below. I read for Libra, Sagittarius, and Cancer on that channel every 72 hours, and we hyper focus on love on Soma, Chandra, Libra, and relationships. So on this channel, I am going to read for you, but I'm going to do a Celtic cross. It could apply to your love life. It could apply to any part of your life. I read for Libra so much it's retarded. It's like, why do I even do this? Don't get confused between the two channels, though. You could find your messages here. You could find your messages there. Check your Rising, Moon, or Venus placement in this channel if these messages don't resonate, okay? If you're new to Soma, Chandra Tarot, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. And I've gone on for almost 2 minutes and you probably all fast forwarded. Sorry. I'm a Libra too, and I talk a lot. So let's get into it for you, Libra. Your oracle cards are joy, rejoicing in the present, and dawn, the light after the darkness. These both came in the reverse. I feel like some of you are dealing with a fire sign. And I feel like some of you have been through a painful ending that you are now trying to recover from. The energy is the light after the darkness. It's always darkest before the dawn. There's a brush fire here, see? And brush fires are a naturally occurring thing in nature that clear away something so something new can grow in its place, and it will bring you wisdom and clarity. Don't fight the darkness. Don't fight a painful ending don't fight a painful ending off that you feel is inevitable. But I feel like you guys this week are going to be going through a place of regeneration after some pain you've been through. I think that you're recovering from some things. If you've been through any health crisis, this is a good sign. You might believe that your darkest times will never be over. They are, I promise. When joy comes out, sometimes I think this could mean you're dealing with a Leo. You might have met a person in the fall, but that's not necessarily true. Make sure you're operating out of a place of total clarity. Watch for being overly optimistic or pessimistic. Don't be cynical. Allow for joy to come in your life. Make sure you really rejoice in the present. Joy is about staying in the present moment. Get out of the past. The past is over. Let it heal. The dawn is coming, okay? And yes, it's important to look to the future, but the past and the future are not real. They haven't happened yet. We experience life on Earth here in a linear fashion, past, present, and future. There is a theory that time happens all at once, but here on Earth, that's just a theory. Here on Earth, we have a past, a present, and the future. Rejoice in the present moment. Get outside and have some fun, for God's sakes. I know the message of this card very well. It's hilarious. It says, you have to have fun and stay in the present. After all, we make time to we schedule an appointment to go to the dentist. Why not schedule some time for fun? You might not be able to get together with a person to have fun and you're all mopey about when that's going to happen. Just stay in the present. Try to make some time in the present moment for some joy. Don't get mopey if you have to wait, okay? Invisibility came in reverse and authenticity. I think you're feeling a little less invisible right now to yourself. Another person might have made you feel invisible up till now, Libra, and now you're starting to realize that and you're starting to see that situation and see yourself. Ooh, Spirit is talking to me tonight. Stop. I can't even with you psychic people. I hear your stories. I love it. So, Libra, at the center of it all for you this week is the Four of Wands, but the challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. So this week, you're going to experience some stability, or that's the goal. You're building a foundation. Yes, you want a homecoming. You might want a homecoming with a person. It might not necessarily be a person from the past, but this week you're working on stability, joy, harmony, relaxation, celebration, trying to build those four corners of a foundation. The challenge to doing that is this energy of Sagittarius, which is the planet of Jupiter, which is expansion and abundance. And it grows and it goes and it grows and it goes. The challenge is this wheel. When the Wheel of Fortune comes, you guys know me if you've watched me for a while. The Wheel of Fortune is always about stress tolerance. You're at a turning point. You feel as though fate has brought you to this moment. When the wheel comes, luck is on your side. And the wheel came out in your weekly forecast on Soma, Chandra, Libra as well. You guys are on a divinely guided path. It doesn't matter if the wheel feels like it's stuck or if it feels like it's moving. It's always moving. Your job is to just hang on for the ride and focus on what's most important. And that's how your destiny will play out. You're going to feel like you're on top of the wheel sometimes, like the Queen of Swords with the sword of discernment. Other times this week, you're going to feel like you're between the wheel and the road, up and down and up and down. You are not powerless. Just hang on. Just whenever the Wheel of Fortune comes, it's up to fate. It's up to fate, but you decide where your stability lies. The bottom of the deck right now, I've got the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I think you guys have been sitting on some passion. I think you're realizing that up until now, there might not have been some growth potential in some situations and you weren't as inspired or somebody else wasn't, and you're wanting a new opportunity. You might have a new opportunity, but it's just an emerging idea. It kind of lacks direction. You might feel a little distracted. You might feel like there's been some delays, a false start, a non-start. It's here. It just needs to get out. Okay, let's see if this Ace of Wands comes out. So that's what's going on this week. The challenge is that wheel. Whew, the wheel is always a challenge. All right, Spirit, show me Libra. Sun, rising, moon, Venus of Libra, April 14th through the 20th. What's driving them? What's driving my Libras? My Venetian-ruled air signs. Four Swords in reverse. You are recovering after feeling like you've been really stressed out. You've been in deep contemplation and it was starting to feel stagnant, and now you're restless, coming out of hibernation after really feeling stressed out and needing to recover from something. You're like, I've thought about this long enough. The Magician in reverse. Could have been dealing with a Virgo or an Aries. I think you're realizing that something's been very stagnant for you, and you felt like, I have these talents that are untapped, and I feel like I'm in a situation where they're not being utilized. And I really want to be the single catalyst for change in my own life. But I am feeling a little cynical, and I don't know if I have all the tools I need to succeed. I promise you do. The Magician's on the table. If the card is on the table, you are absolutely capable of being the Magician in the upright. You might have a little bit of a hard time focusing this week. If any of you have been sick, you're recovering, give yourself a break. It's also possible that you're dealing with a person that's a little bit of a smooth talker or has been operating in a singular, very calculated way, and it has stressed you out. It even got you to the point where it just put you down. And it maybe made you feel like that you were the Magician in reverse. I promise you that you do not have to use every trick up your sleeve to get a person to do what you want, and don't let them do that to you. You might have a little bit of a hard time focusing this week. Don't be cynical, make a plan. When the Magician's in the reverse, he just needs a plan, and he just needs to believe that he can be the single catalyst for change in his life. If you are focusing on anything in the healing arts or working on manifesting or growing with your intuitive capabilities, you've got the gift, Libra. You just need to have a plan and focus a little bit more. Focus on manifestation. It looks like this week you're just kind of trying to recover from a person that might have been manipulative with you, or that you felt like you just didn't have all the tools you needed. You just need to focus. You might need a little bit more rest too. Make a plan, like literally all the way, write it down on the whiteboard, and then focus. That's my advice. This happens to me all the time. I'm an air sign. I can't focus. It happens. What was the past leading up to this point that's important to see, that's contributing to this? Seven of Swords in reverse. Second guessing something, feeling like you had to wear a mask in order to please somebody else, or that there was a secret, a self-deception, kidding yourself, fooling yourself, or somebody fooled you. And I think you were like, you know what? I don't want to act like this. And I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to sneak in and sneak back out. And I don't want anybody to do that to me either. It also, you might have also felt imposter syndrome, which is an unworthiness. Like, who am I really? This is cognitive dissonance when I see the Seven of Swords in reverse. You might have cheated yourself in a situation. You might have kidded yourself. Don't let some liar creep back in. Okay. I think you decided you could have been dealing with a Gemini that it went south with as well. You were like, nope, they're bullshit. Yeah. Empress in reverse. And this situation turned you upside down. This is Taurus or Libra. This situation dropped you down a peg. This situation made you feel codependent. This situation affected your health. It might have even affected your parenting skills. It might have zapped your creativity. You might have realized, I'm not really this person's empress. What am I even doing? I am an empress. I have standards. I hold court. I am the queen of all queens. This situation is making me question reality. It's making me feel like I have to wear a mask, and I can't deal with it anymore. The world, and it's over now. Ascension, completion, a pause. A pause. This could have had to do with a mother as well. You've learned something from it with that world, because now you're working on stability and playing out a destiny that works for you. I think you were dealing with a trickster energy, and you mirrored it back, and you dealt with some karma, and you're recovering from it now. This Gemini energy or whatever, I think it just flipped your Empress into the reverse. I think you're on the right track now with the wheel. That's what it feels like. Okay, what's your crowning thought? What's the highest version of Libra trying to tell themselves when they're at their best? What's your conscience trying to tell you? What is Libra's crowning thought? Ace of Wands in reverse. I lack direction right now. I'm a little frustrated. I have some emerging ideas. They're just not quite ready to burst forth yet. You might have told yourself about a situation, you know, I want this foundation, but I just have to see how it plays out. I'm not really sure if there's a lot of growth potential in this yet. I mean, I kind of feel passion, but I don't know. You could have also had a situation that was false starts and non-starts. That's right, Libra. Libra. That's right. The Nine of Pentacles is our spirit animal. Self-worth never hurt me. Money never hurt me. Independence never hurt me. I don't need you, bitch. I got myself. I love this. And you want something that will take seed. You want something that will take root. This is focus on your career. Focus on people that have a great life resume. Focus on the parts of yourself that need improvement and will bring out your own self-worth. That's what your soul is telling you. You know your worth. You know you're worth something. You know it. You're just not sure 100% where there's a new situation where there's growth potential. This might have been an energy that didn't go anywhere, and now you're focused on the self. Even if you're focused on a relationship, the Nine of Pentacles is a great place to start. This means I look good on paper and in real life. Thank you very much. Handing someone your pentacle. I like it. I like it, Libra. Okay, what are your actions? Please let this reading go good. You know, the week hasn't happened yet. If anything looks like we could fix it, you can fix it. Knight of Swords, Libra. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can, motherfuckers. I can't believe I just said motherfucker on YouTube. I just have no class. Sorry. I just get excited when I see the Knight of Swords. So this is a younger Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but I feel like this is you striking out on your own. You're going to be brave. You're going to take a risk. You're going to take the lead. You're going to be very direct. Sometimes the Knight of Swords can be harsh, but he is a hero in his own life. He's on the front lines. He knows he's taken a risk, but he wants action. This is incredibly ambitious. This is driven to succeed and fast thinking. Make sure you think before you act. Sometimes the Knight of Swords goes rushing in and then later he's like, I can't believe I just said or did that. I think you see an opportunity and you're going to take it. You're going to burst forth and be brave and direct and a hero in your own life. If you encounter this energy this week, it can come off as a little bit much, but a Knight of Swords in the upright does have the best of intentions usually. He's usually not lying or wrong. He's not reckless either. Four of Pentacles in reverse. And you're not going to hang on to the past. You are not going to be a miser. You are not going to hold on to something and not let it go. You're going to shed the old. You know you're going to lose something, but you're willing to open up. I think you're going to open up and take a risk. Now, be careful that this isn't an insane Amazon shopping spree, because I'll be honest, the Four of Pentacles in reverse can be money burning a hole through your pocket, or just not being good with finances. It can also be being in super self-protection mode. You might be breaking away from someone that was greedy. But sometimes when I look at these two cards together, I'm like, maybe you should watch your spending. Don't be impulsive. Watch your money this week too. Three of Swords in reverse, and you're getting over a broken heart. We're getting over a broken heart. We're not going to do love triangles. We're going to focus on optimism this week. I love it. I love it. What's happening deep within? Deep within yourself. This is what your soul's telling you. Let's see what your earth body and brain and heart are telling you. Sometimes that can be vastly different. Three of Wands in reverse. Yep, turn around. You're going to play it small. Deep within. Okay, so deep within, you've decided you don't really have a plan in a situation. You don't see a lot of expansion. There's not going to be a lot of progress. You might have been watching and waiting for something to come to you or something to happen, and you might have thought that there was an opportunity, even from something or someone far away, and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to watch from afar anymore and wait for this person to come to me. I need to play it small. I kind of need to turn around. I don't see expansion in this situation. As a matter of fact, I might want expansion, but there are just delays. Make sure you're not holding on to the past. Make sure you're not feeling like your wings are clipped and you lack confidence. I feel like you're going to stop waiting for something to happen, or you've just decided, I'm going to play it a little smaller this week. Okay. Show me the environment. I think it's going to bring a lot of emotional stability, because I saw the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It didn't want to come out, but I think that if you stop just patiently waiting for something to happen, you're like, okay, it's time to shit or get off the pot. I'm either going to execute a plan, or I'm going to realize it's not worth it and I have to kind of divest in a situation. I think that's what you've decided to do. Just don't feel like your wings are clipped. Okay, what's the environment? Show me the energies dancing closest to Libra. Nine of Swords in reverse. Well, this person or situation has some skeletons in the closet, but they're trying to release worry. This person's dealing with some inner turmoil, though, but they're trying not to lose sleep over the situation. They don't want to deal with stress. This person or situation doesn't want to deal with stress, so they're not really going to, but if the card's still on the table, this person might be a little stressed out. Knight of Cups in reverse, and they're not Romeo either. They can't pour their heart into this. This is a person that can't express love. Sometimes, worst case scenario, it's a person that tantrums or is jealous, moody, overactive imagination, unrealistic. It's like a person that expects you to pour your heart into something, but it's unrealistic because they can't pour their heart into it. That person can't really express love, or something just wasn't what they thought it was. Or this is your response to the environment. Like, you know what? I can't have a meltdown about this person or this situation. I can't lose sleep over it. Maybe I had an overactive imagination. Maybe I romanticized the whole thing. It just wasn't what I thought it was. That could be your response to a person or a situation, or that person. Watch out that someone doesn't come in being all Romeo 1 minute and then poof, vanishes for days. That's a person that cannot consistently express love, and a Knight of Cups will pour their heart into it. This is a person that's kind of given up on love, and they've given up on the idea of long-term stability as well. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Boo. Strength of character right down the toilet also. This person acts out of pride, inadequacy, or they're just pulling away. You could have been dealing with a Leo that it just kind of went south with, or a water sign, another air sign maybe. But this person is low energy. They're pulling back. Because the wheel's here, there's a 50-50 chance that this person's going to have a little emotional meltdown on you and act like the cowardly lion. Don't let them. This could also be you being like, this does not bring out the best in me. I'm tired of it keeping me up at nights, and it's not going to bring me long-term stability, so I got to bounce. I notice this Knight of Swords is running the other way, like catch me if you can. Okay. What's Libra feeling? Six of Pentacles and the Sun. How beautiful. You're feeling like, first of all, you're hopeful that if you're generous in a situation, other people will return that. You're hopeful that you have enough money this week to pay the bills. You're hopeful that you're not spread too thin. You want to balance everything out. You want to be giving. You want to be generous, but you also are hopeful that whatever you give will be returned to you. But I think you're going to take a risk and be generous in giving. You're also operating out of a place of clarity. You're hopeful for clarity. You're hopeful for warmth and a breath of fresh air. Hope, being optimistic and charitable, but balanced. Okay. What's the final outcome? Oh gosh, Libra. What's the final outcome for Libra this week? I do know you guys are getting over some pain, but I feel like you're really on the right track. The Star in reverse. So you need a little bit more healing. The Star sort of feels like a little disconnected, a little hopeless. You could be far away from a person or a situation with the Three of Wands, the Sun, and the Star in reverse. I think you feel like something just wasn't quite it. It didn't make you feel positive and warm and motivated and free. You're not necessarily feeling like the hope for humanity this week, Libra, but just work on self-trust. This is a week of healing, rebirth, and self-trust from within. I know you can get the Star into the upright. Don't hide either. Don't hide. Oh, I see. Because you're dealing with a little bit of emotional abandonment. The Eight of Cups is, I know that I need to walk away from this. I'm very disappointed. I want to escape. I want to withdraw. I want to leave this behind and not look back. But I'm undecided. Do I walk away? Do I try one more time? If it's not making you feel like a star, don't look back. Don't look back. This will go right into the upright, especially if you get on this horse like the Knight of Swords and just go for what you want and you operate out of a place of clarity. I think you're just feeling like your wings are a little clipped and you might even be a little disappointed. If you're at a distance from a person, this bothers you, face your emotional abandonment. Don't deal with people that put you in third-party situations or there's apathy or someone's not willing to build and learn and grow with you. If you're not recognized and rewarded for what you bring to the table and someone's not willing to grow and build with you, walk. Watch my ass as I walk away in these chaps. Walk. You will feel better. You will heal. The wheel is here. Luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. That was a damn good reading for you guys. I'm so excited to see the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles come out for you guys. I could just spit. That was so good. Okay, Libra, that's your reading for the 14th through the 20th. Don't forget to check out Soma Chandra, Libra. The link to that's in the description below. Book a private reading with me if you feel like this resonated with you. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Libra. You know you're my favorite, and you know I love you guys. I'll see you next time.